I am very excited about the U.S.-Saudi economic relationship, and I think the future is incredibly promising. Vision 2030 and the outline for a diversified, transformed economy in Saudi. U.S. companies have they've invested, and they've partnered in Saudi Arabia and really leaned into the diversification, artificial intelligence and the digital economy, healthcare and life sciences, and the travel and tourism. Saudi Arabia is a strategic partner. Future has so much potential.
How do you describe the current state of the Saudi-US economic relationship?
Yeah, well, great question and great way to start. I am very excited about the U.S.-Saudi economic relationship, and I think the future is incredibly promising. So I would say that as of today, we are very bullish. We are very enthusiastic about the bilateral economic relationship where it stands right now. But I think the future is even more promising, and I think there is a lot we're going to do together over the next 5, 10, 20 years and beyond. And I think it's going to be one of those pivotal economic relationships in the globe. Well, at the U.S. Chamber, we knew from day one when we learned about Vision 2030 and the outline for a diversified, transformed economy in Saudi that really invests in the innovation economy, which unleashes, I think, so much potential in the kingdom in a bunch of sectors that hadn't really been tapped into before, that we knew American companies would do what we've done for decades in Saudi, which is to come and invest and partner with Saudi companies to help build out these new areas, these new industries, these new sectors. What we've seen over the past 10 years since Vision 2030 was launched in 2016 is just that. U.S. companies they've invested, and they've partnered in Saudi Arabia and really leaned into the diversification and have been part of the transformation journey I think that we are witnessing today and very excited about. It's not just the industries that have really been at the foundation of the U.S.-Saudi economic relationship, from energy to defense and security and finance, but it is that entire swath of the innovation economy that is really paving the way, I think, for what the future of our bilateral commercial relationship is going to be about. Really hard for me at the U.S. Chamber to pick just 1, 2, even 3 sectors. I think there are so many sectors across the range of the economy that U.S. companies are interested in when it comes to Saudi Arabia. You're going to continue to see a lot of stress and emphasis on industries that have been at the middle of what we do together, like energy, defense and security, and in finance. But I think we are also seeing a lot of energy and excitement around artificial intelligence and the digital economy. When you think about healthcare and life sciences and the med tech, an incredible area of opportunity. There's already a lot going on, but there's going to be even more. I think travel and tourism, it is really incredible what is happening in the kingdom to really tap into your natural resources, the beauty of Saudi and the countryside. And we're seeing opportunities for U.S. companies to partner and invest and be a part of that journey and part of that future. And then you have areas like sports and esports. Again, really exciting areas that I think we're just starting to scratch the surface, that I think there's going to be a lot of continued cooperation and investment going forward. Well, here at the U.S. Chamber, there is a job one, which is to really think strategically and to think dynamically, just like is happening in Saudi Arabia. We need to match the creativity, the strategic thought that is occurring in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And to do so, I think we need to come to the table and bring the companies that match the opportunities across what Saudi Arabia is doing to diversify and transform its economy. So that's a big priority for us. It's being the number one choice when Saudi Arabia says, who's our business partner going to be in this sector on this project? It's positioning U.S. companies to succeed and to be that partner of choice. Second, I think a real important part of the kingdom's transformation is that there's a need to build out new policy, new regulation. And you see that a lot when you think about the innovation economy. What does a good framework look like for artificial intelligence that both puts the proper, perhaps, prudence and constructive considerations in place, but doesn't do anything to switch off innovation or investment? And I think that's a conversation that we here at the Chamber are very much positioned to be right in the center to help guide the policy making and the regulatory process. So again, we are seeing U.S. companies coming to continue and be that partner of choice on investment and commercial projects in Saudi Arabia. Another really important area that we're focused on here at the U.S. Chamber is bringing companies, maybe for the first time, to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia to understand what is going on and what are the opportunities, not just for big multinationals, but for startups and SMEs, again, across the diversifying range of opportunities in Saudi Arabia's economy. And we're going to really be focused on that. We are planning to bring a delegation out to LEAP, of course, which is rescheduled for August 31st, working a very close partnership with the U.S. government to bring a delegation of AI companies out for LEAP. Not just the giants, which we welcome and we want with us, from Google and Amazon, but we also want to bring startups and SMEs, not just the pure AI companies, but companies that are applying AI across a range of different sectors and bringing more productivity and more potential and possibility to economic growth. So we're going to be very involved in all of those things, but bottom line for the U.S. Chamber, Saudi Arabia is a strategic partner, and it's going to be a huge area of focus for the U.S. Chamber going forward. It always has been, but I guarantee you it will continue to be. A really important moment in time when you think about what's happening in the region more broadly. And I think right now, what we want to say as the U.S. Chamber, being the home to U.S. business, is that we want our partners in Saudi to know that we are in this for the long haul. We're not here just for the next quarter or the next 1 year or 2 years. We're your partner for generations to come. We've seen what generations have done to date up to now, but I think the future has so much potential, and we're excited about writing the next chapters in our bilateral relationship. And innovation and all of those different components are going to be at the center of that. So we would say to U.S. businesses, if you're not there, come with us and come be part of this really rich, strategic bilateral economic relationship. And you're going to meet great friends, you're going to make great partners in Saudi Arabia, as so many American companies have over the decades and are doing so right now today.